Right. Here I am again. You are doing this the next day. We're going to work our lower body this time. Hopefully your upper body is feeling good. You can kind of shake it out and all of that. Stretch anything you want. But we're going to warm up again by marching in place. Really thinking about warming up the whole body, shaking everything out. Shake your legs, shake your legs, shake your legs. Uh, Warming up the whole body, even though we're really going to focus from like the waist down today. Okay, let's stop for a moment. Take a little bit wider than hip width stance. And we're just going to do some really gentle squats, not going low. We'll do some deeper squats in a bit, but no weight right now. Just going at your own pace and thinking about the form. So for a squat, you want to keep your chest upright. So if you had anything on your shirt, someone in front of you could see it. We're not down here, but we're up here. Okay, and the movement really comes through your knees and your hips, but your hips are shooting back so that your knees are not going out over your toes. If I just kind of go down, that looks different. My knees are coming out, a lot of pressure on the knees. So I want to place my weight back, really rooting my feet down into the ground for stability. Okay, good. Let's just warm up the upper body a little bit too. So let's take some big circles with one arm, another circle with the other arm. Just getting the blood flowing head to toe. Let's do one more each arm. Good. We're going to do something similar with our legs. So taking one leg and circling around. Let's stay on that one leg. You can always bring the chair over for you. And one thing I should mention, today I'm going to show you some things using a weight and a band. It just looks like a large rubber band. I kind of have a feeling you guys might have one, but what I'm going to show you in a little while, you can do without it too. Okay, and that would be a way to add resistance as you go. Last one. Okay, good job. Let's take a big inhale. Exhale. Good work. March it out again. And I just want to remind you of that focus verse about grace. 2 Corinthians 12:9. He said to me, my grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in weakness. And we left off yesterday remembering that weakness can actually be a gift when we bring it to God. And a question to consider is, how have you allowed, have I, for me too, for sure, allowed strength, performance, perfection, ability, even independence distract you or even stunt your growth? So something to think about. Okay, we're going to start with squats. So you can hold a weight if you want to. You can hold two weights. I'm going to show you how to do it holding one weight. You don't have to hold a weight though. If you haven't done squats in a while, I would do it without weights. But we're going to use that same form. Let's see how my hips are starting to go back. But I'm going to try to go a little lower than the warm-up. So squatting down and then coming up, keeping the weight, like I can wiggle my toes. That's how much the weight is in the back of my heels here. Now squats will get you warm. So if your house is cold, doing something like this to use your bigger muscles really will heat you up. Let's do one more. Good. The next thing I call toe traces. You can hold your chair for balance, or if you don't need it, you don't need it. So you're going to place your weight in your left foot. And my knee is bent. Not a big bend, but at least a little bend. And then I take the opposite foot, my right foot, and I trace around. Or I tap. Tap in back, tap in side, tap in front. The goal, though, will be to get to where you can balance on that opposite leg and trace around. Let's do the other side. So I kind of like to shimmy it out a little bit, bend the other leg, point in the front and trace around the back. See, I'm trying to keep my shoulders level. It's like you have a string pulling your head upward. So not tilting it, but pulling the very top of your head. So your spine is long. There we go, last one. Good job. Let's see, I have to look at my notes again for what's next. Oh yeah, this is where we're gonna use our chair. You can use your band or not. If you have a band, what you're gonna do is, I always recommend putting this on sitting down and taking it off sitting down. You're gonna put it just above your knees, and then you're gonna keep your feet together and sitting upright, just rotating at the hips. So see my feet kind of open up. It's like a clamshell, but my feet still stay together. Working your inner and outer thighs, even like I even can feel it in my calves, everything with the tension with the band. You can really feel it. Let's do one more. Good job. Let's do those ball passes while we're here. So again, that's like yesterday. You're gonna sit back, but not all the way back. Reach your arms forward, like your fingers are holding a ball. Shoulders are soft, and we're gonna pass the ball. I pass it to you, you pass it to me, and we just keep rotating. So we can work our core. This whole area really is core. Every day. It's not one of those muscle groups that you need to rest. So that's why we're doing this 2 days in a row. And it should be just fine. It should recover and be good. Let's do one more. Good. Okay, you can take the band off. We're going to go through one more time with both of those exercises. Remember, as you get stronger, I encourage you to add another set. So instead of 2 sets, you'll do it a third time. So again, we're starting with squats, holding the weight or not. Weight is in the back of the heel, so much so that I can wiggle my toes. Keeping my chest upright, breathing deep. So weakness can be a gift. That is hard for us to accept sometimes, how much of a gift it can be. I think a lot of times it's that independence. We have that independence streak, right? We can put the weight down now. We're going to do those toe trace. Actually, we're done with the weight, so I'm going to put mine off to the side so it's out of the way. Okay, so little bend in your left knee. Really root that left foot down in. Take your right foot, point it out, and trace around. Or remember, you're tapping, tapping, tapping. Trying to keep the shoulders level. Trying to keep the hips level. One more front, all the way back, back to the middle. Same thing, other side, little bend in the right leg. Take your left leg, point it out, trace around. Getting stronger, just remind yourself, you're getting stronger every time. And if you feel, like I do, like wobbling in my foot and in my ankle, lower leg, that's a good thing. It's getting stronger. All those little muscles are getting stronger, helping you to be better at balancing. One more time. All right, shake that out. We're going to go back to the chair and we'll finish in the chair. So again, if you have the band and want to use it, bring it up to just above your knees. Bring the, kind of like the arches of your feet together. And we're going to open and close. Open and close. If you have bands, you probably have some that are lighter and heavier. So start with light. I even have some that are extra light. So start with whatever gives a little challenge to you. And if you have ones that work out, when it feels easy, you can try adding, you can try different things. You can go faster. If it gets easy, you can add more reps. Let's say we do 10 and you do 12, like that. Or you can add more resistance. That's always the ways that you can make things more challenging. Okay, let's finish with those ball passes. So hands are out, reclining back, but not all the way. And reaching. And I grab the ball from you and bring it back and say, it's mine. And then I say, oh no, you can have it. Passing it back and forth. Big breaths. I can't believe it. Bailey hasn't barked the whole time. I'm super pleased. Let's say one more, all the way back, all the way forward. Good job. All right, we are done with the strength. So let's do a little stretching. Let's take your heel out. I'm gonna back my trip so you can see a little better. Heel out, toe up. This knee is bent. And then we're gonna just lean forward a little bit. So my back just kind of goes like that, not rounding, long plank. And I feel it in the back of this leg. Now, if I had been working out last week, I might feel it in more places, but I don't have sore muscles. I probably will tomorrow. You might feel this in your lower back a little bit. So discomfort is one thing, pain is another. Pain's telling you went too far. Let's lift all the way up, bring this foot back, other leg, heel out, toe up, hinge forward. Big breath. Feeling the stretch in the back of that other leg. We're going to do one more stretch. Let's lift all the way up. Come to really good posture here. Our shoulders are down. Crown of your head is reaching for the ceiling. Let's take one foot. I'm going to do my right. And you can either cross it here, or you can, if you're able to get it up on your knee, might be a goal eventually. Do what works for you. And it's okay if your leg is up here, like I still feel the stretch. If your knee is up here, no problem. Okay, so you're just getting a stretch all through this upper leg. And then you can give a little twist toward the knee that's lifted. So here's my knee that's lifted, so I'm twisting toward that. Twists are really good for digestion, and I think they feel really good. Let's come back to the middle. Remember, you could pause it and hold all these stretches longer. That's what I would do. And let's do the other leg though. Feel the stretch, feel the opening of your hip, stretch through that leg, and then twist toward the leg that's lifted. All right, and back to the middle. All right, good work. If you did this 2 days in a row, you just completed working your upper and lower body. Well done.